Hello and welcome back. As always, my name is Laser and BlizzCon 2015 just concluded, and I thought it would be good to do a recap of everything we got for Heroes of the Storm. Maybe you're not in the mood to sift through everything and search every website, so let's do a recap. We're gonna start off with the four heroes we got. Cho'Gall being the first of which. Now I did spotlight videos for each of these guys, so go check them out if you want to know specifics about them. But Cho'Gall is an entirely different concept of a hero. It's the first time in a MOBA, from what I know, I may be wrong on this one, when two players are required to play one hero. A lot of you guys had a lot of questions about Cho'Gall. Post them in the comment section down below. If I have the info, I will answer you. But the gist of it is kind of like this. Cho controls the movement and he's a warrior. Gall is kind of along for the ride in the same way that Abatur is when he puts his hat on somebody, and Gall is an assassin, a spell damage dealer. So that's the gist of it. Cho controls the movement, Gall deals out the damage. Cho is more of a warrior bruiser kind of guy, and Gall is a spell damage assassin. So that's the gist for Cho'Gall. Very interesting concept. I am absolutely thrilled to play him. And you might be wondering how you get it, because there's a little bit of confusion here. Now, everybody that attended BlizzCon and everybody that bought the virtual ticket will get Cho'Gall on release. They will add Cho'Gall to these guys automatically, myself included. During the event, because apparently there will be an event for this whole Cho'Gall thing, you will be able to play with other players that own Cho'Gall. If you win 2 games while playing with your Cho'Gall friend, okay, you will get Cho'Gall as well for free. Okay, so for free, no money, no nothing. So get talking to people, okay? If I can help you out, I would do that, no problem at all. And you'll get Cho'Gall for free. After the event, Cho'Gall will be purchasable in the shop just like any other hero. But to wrap up Cho'Gall, very excited about him to play because it's a new concept, and I love that the developers for Heroes of the Storm are actually doing something like this. They're pushing the boundaries. I don't want the same goddamn assassin rehashed 50 freaking times. I've seen them in Dota, I've seen them in League of Legends, I know that we all play them, so it's nice to get something new. How viable is he? How good is he? And is this even a good idea? We don't know, because look what happened to poor Rexxar. Rexxar on launch was bloody horrible, okay, there's no denying that. Hopefully it will be better with Cho'Gall, but I love the fact they're not discouraged, okay, they keep on trying to break the rules, and I absolutely love that. This is the reason why I'm playing Heroes of the Storm and not something else, okay. Alright, let's move on to the next hero, Greymane, the leader of the Worgen. Now Greymane again is a bit of a different hero. He doesn't break the mold like Cho'Gall does, but Greymane is a hybrid between a ranged assassin and a melee assassin. He can shift between his forms, go in, boom boom, get out of range, and just attack from a range. It's cool, okay, I love it. I love the idea behind Greymane as well. Pretty cool. You can jump to heroes over a large distance, you know, and his ultimate will allow you to tear through low Bs, okay, so you got a lot of low HP players on the enemy team. You'll be able to tear one after another. Can't wait to see exactly how that works, okay, get my hands on him. And the last hero we actually got footage of is Lunara. Now Lunara is a dryad. She's an assassin, okay, I know she looks like a support, but she's an assassin, and her kit is nothing new. Okay, we've seen it in other MOBAs, not necessarily in Heroes of the Storm. She doesn't appear to be very exciting compared, if they put it next to Cho'Gall and Greymane, which are more appear to be more exciting heroes, okay, on paper at least. So she kind of faded a little bit into the background. Players weren't really so keen on her, but more the other two heroes. What can I say about her? Not super excited about it. Okay, of course I will buy her day one and I will show it to you guys. I'll do that with every single hero just like I always do. Buy it day one, get gameplays out to you guys, and try to give you my feelings on them to see if they're good, they're not, and so on and so forth. Again, we're not talking viability, we're not talking go to rank with them and whatnot, okay? Just impressions. Alright, those are the 3 heroes we got footage of. And the 4th hero would be Tracer from Overwatch. Now I'm still not sure if this was a accident that we found out about her, or was it a marketing stunt. It doesn't really matter at this point. What's important that Tracer will be coming to Heroes of the Storm. We don't know her role. The only footage I got, and I'll try to paste it in this video somewhere, is of her 3D model for Heroes. We actually have that, okay? A little bit of spinniness here. And that's about it. That's all we know for Tracer. She will be included in the Overwatch Origins bundle. And that's about it. That's all we know. We don't know if it's an assassin, if it's a support, if it's a whatever. Okay, so that's it about the heroes. We're not gonna talk about modifications. We're not gonna talk about what they're doing with the patch and what changes they will bring to the game. Let's move on to Battlegrounds. Another very interesting topic. They presented two Battlegrounds here, kinda. The first one is Towers of Doom, and this is a more traditional battleground for Heroes of the Storm. They started off thinking they want to do something new. They tried a coreless design. They tried it so that you just control points, okay, so area of control points and deal damage to the enemy, or gather points and you win and whatnot. Apparently in playtesting this led to boringness, okay, just to speak plainly here, okay. It wasn't exciting yet. They didn't have those climactic endings which they wanted, okay, so they scratched the coreless design, which I am so damn pissed about. I wish they could have made it work, I honestly do. But they went back to the drawing board and they got cores back and a fourth. You still have 6 towns which you need to control, in which you'll find these Towers of Doom. These Towers of Doom will deal damage to the opposing structures. The mercenaries are different on this map. You have the Headless Horsemen and you have some sappers, which aren't really like we have anything before. Okay, up until this point we don't really have mercenaries like these guys. And the overall design and aspect, for me at least, is bloody epic. Gothic, Victorian, dark, gloomy, kind of Halloweenish style, if you want. Okay, I love that, but it's still a little bit perky, okay, so you don't get depressed or something like that. Okay, they even said that in the panel, that initially players, actually testers, came to them and said, listen man, I don't want to play this battleground, I don't feel good on it, and they changed things up a little bit so it's a bit more funny creepy instead of creepy. Okay, definitely excited to play this one. And perhaps the biggest announcement, for me at least, new heroes we're always gonna get new heroes, okay, that's pretty clear. Arena mode. For me this is the biggest announcement because I'm a little bit burned out on Heroes of the Storm, and this is genuinely something new. Arena mode with 2 presented battlegrounds. 1 lane, ARAM kinda ish, okay, but you're gonna get a choice of 3 heroes, okay, when you start from a single class specification, okay, so you're either gonna choose between 3 specialists, 3 warriors, 3 supports, and so on and so forth. There are some limitations to this. They have removed certain heroes because they don't work with this arena format. They want games to be 5-6 minutes long, and it's gonna be 2 out of 3. Each of the presented battlegrounds have 3 variations on them, okay, so you have, for example, they presented the Gardens battleground, arena battleground. The first one is normal. It's a bit of a mix between Dragonshire and Gardens of Terror. The second one is kind of the same, but with the objectives placed a little bit differently and is at night. And the third one is underground with stalactites and a big rooting tree there, and there's crystals everywhere. Okay, so it's a bit different feel. All 3 have somewhat of a different feel to them, and that's awesome. Okay, I love it, can't wait to play it. It's gonna be mayhem, it's gonna be carnage, which you want from an ARAM mode at the end of the day. And you can also get 10x mode. If you hit 10x mode, again, some heroes are not present in 10x mode because they just wouldn't work with this format. Something like Cho'Gall right now is not in 10x mode because they can't figure out how to put him in there. And think about it, you couldn't get 10x mode with Cho'Gall. So in 10x mode, everybody gets the same hero. Your team and the opposing team gets the same hero. Everybody in the middle, boom, boom, boom. Awesome sauce. They did say they left the Lost Vikings in. Now I would love to see 15 Vikings versus 15 Vikings. There's not about strategy here, okay? This is not a competitive mode. I hope it's not. Okay? This is about pure fun in Heroes of the Storm. Okay, you got an objective in the middle. All you gotta do is go over there, get it, and fight the enemy team. And that's pretty much it. Alright, and that concludes the Battlegrounds section. Now, the next section is a bit tricky for me to approach, because I'm not really sure I'm liking what they're doing. A while back, they introduced some changes to core mechanics of the game. They introduced a map where you can test scaling. This was Cursed Hollow, I believe, yes, and you could only access it by going custom mode. Much to my shame, I did not have the time to test the bloody thing. I honestly did not have the time to test it, so I don't know how it goes down. The thing is, they increased the death timers for the early levels, okay, and they flattened out stat power-ups you would get from level to level. the idea behind this is that they want to have a more even experience throughout the game and not have that snowball effect. Okay, that snowball effect which is very prominent on specific battlegrounds. I don't know if I would have fixed the battlegrounds instead of going and hacking up the system, but anyway, on paper all of these changes look good. Okay, the change in death timers, the change in how much stats you get from level to level. Okay, it's not gonna be such a huge difference from level to level. Okay, and especially in the early levels. Okay, so they flattened that out. So technically a team that is behind can always kind of make a comeback scenario. If you're 1-2 levels behind, if you're 3 or 4, it's still gonna be very hard. Again, on paper it looks very good. I am still reserved about it a little bit because I want to couple these changes with some changes they're bringing to the score screen. We will now actually have KD. Yeah, you will have kills, okay, and kills will reflect killing blows just like in any other MOBA, and you will have assists. And they also removed the tab where it showed team XP. Okay, couple all these changes together. Okay guys, put them together. And they're kind of trying to go for the more classic MOBA approach, which I personally do not want. Like I stated before, the reason I play Heroes of the Storm is because it's different. And don't take this the wrong way, Blizz, but if you're going for the classic MOBA approach, there's other options. No offense. So it's kind of confusing here a little bit, okay? Because on one side they're breaking the mold with heroes like Cho'Gall, okay? And on the other side they're kind of leaning towards a more classic MOBA experience with these changes. I don't know what to say. I honestly did not come to a conclusion, and when I do I will let you guys know. But I am concerned. I am genuinely concerned with these changes. Now let's talk about the game director of Heroes of the Storm a little bit, Mr. Dustin Browder. Now, I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's ass. Let me make myself perfectly clear, but somebody gotta give the man a gold medal. I have never seen a developer from Blizzard, at least, more open, okay, more communicative. And I was looking at the panels. He was the only guy, no offense to the other guys, hey, no offense, honestly, but he was the only guy that got the point across perfectly. He was talking the right way, he actually got to me, he explained everything in the right manner. He wasn't all, oh, we know everything and we'll do everything like this. He actually had the necessary marbles to say, you know what, we don't know about this, how will it go down. We will listen to your feedback and we'll see how it goes. We are trying it out, okay? So again, that the fact that they're not getting discouraged and they're trying new things, I absolutely love that. And Mr. Browder has been extremely communicative with the whole Heroes of the Storm community. He even answered some of my tweets, and if you look, poor guy, on his Twitter, it's basically full. Alright, it's basically full. It's like he's customer support. I'm kidding you not. He's already got tweets like how bad of an idea is to show kills and deaths and assists and so on, like a support that does, I don't know, 80% of the damage, then some guy comes along, deals a little bit of damage, and then he gets flamed and whatnot. Okay, and from the way I saw them tweets, is like they're already regretting the decision. And like I said, I'm concerned. I don't know how this will go down. I do not want a classic MOBA experience from Heroes of the Storm. If that happens, then I'm afraid I'm gone. No question about it. There would be no point anymore, for me at least. But hey, you don't have to share my opinions, you don't have to share my views, post them in the comment section down below. I would love to read what you guys have to say about it. And that's about it. Kudos to Mr. Browder. Thank you very much for being this open with the community. Thank you very much for informing us on what's going on. And I honestly hope that you will keep this attitude towards the community. We really do appreciate it. Well, I know I do. Okay, last subject I want to talk about, I want to touch on, is the matchmaker. Now, I'm not gonna bore you too much with this because blah 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 matchmaking, okay? We know it's horrible. Okay, it's not a good matchmaking experience currently in Heroes of the Storm. There's a whole lot of things that's wrong with the goddamn matchmaker. Okay, here's the gist of it. They're working on a brand new one from the ground up. Okay, a brand new matchmaking system which will work a whole lot better than what we have now. They said that they will try. Okay, guys, keyword here, try. Don't go over tweeting and whatnot. Okay, try to get the new system out to us before New Year's. Keyword try. What you should take from all of this is that they are building a brand new matchmaker. So sometime in the future our matchmaking woes hopefully will be solved. On ranked season, no ranked season anytime soon, and you know what, this is a good thing. This is a great thing that we're not getting season now. Can you imagine season 1 starting now with the current systems we got with the ranking and the matchmaking? God no. God no. Take your time, Blizz. Build that matchmaker. Make it freaking awesome. And then give us season 1. Oh, and they're working on bans as well, guys. Okay, so ban system will come to Heroes of the Storm. We don't know yet when. Probably with season 1. Okay, what else is there to say? We're gonna get a whole bunch of cosmetics. We kinda got to see previews here and there. Artist over there looks like he's got this cool legendary skin, something like Dracula Artist, I don't know. As always, for this kind of things, I'm gonna give you my live reaction to them. But first, I wanna have a full detailed video, right, before I do it. And I think that's about it for the BlizzCon recap. I know I left some things out, but I don't wanna make the video like 50 minutes long. So there you go. As always, guys, my name has been Leyzar. Thank you for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you guys again soon.